Okay, Tim K asked, could you travel if you wasn't connected to the grid's money system? That means, I guess, the ATM machines and all this stuff. Yeah, I could travel. I mean, it'd be not much fun carrying around, $10,000 or $20,000. But I could do it really easy, and I've never been searched for money, and I think I could hide money in my check-in bag real easy. Or I could leave money stashed all around the world. But you'd have to, basically bury all your money in your backyard and do it. It wouldn't be that tough at all. I mean, buying a plane ticket cash. I can buy the ticket cash. Yeah. I mean, you got to understand is that the money part's not a problem. It's the plane ticket and buying the plane ticket and crossing borders that's the problem. I mean, I could cross borders that don't have computer systems all the time. I could probably go. I can map out a route where I could travel all the way through Central and South America without ever having my passport ran through the scanner, the barcode scanner, and really registering me into the computer database. Flying, getting on a plane. The simple way to do it is just to get a different passport from a different country, and you can do that. And if you're really having all these problems, you can do it. I'm going to interview Bill from Lago Atlan, or wherever he finds an internet connection, and we're going to talk about. He lived illegally outside the United States for almost 15 years. He was wanted by the law in America, and they caught him and they didn't deport him. So he's going to be really fun to do because he could be really insightful. I mean, you understand though, is everybody that talks about this stuff, half the real problem is that dishonest people sort of sabotage their own success because they can't really talk about their problem right with anybody, and they basically leave out three important issues on the problem. I'm more than willing to, I'm more than willing to help somebody do this because I don't mind if people. In a way, the whole legal system set up on the thing it's not really. Okay, I'm not going to help a murderer do stuff, but people that cheat on their taxes or stealing. I mean, I think 90% of people cheat on their taxes. I don't. But I just don't want the wavelength in my head. I don't want to think about it. But whether somebody wants to escape the law or whatever, what the law wants you to do is we want you to stop what you're doing. And sometimes the best way to do it is to go to another country. And guess what? If you get on a plane and you go to Togo or you go to Sosua or you go to and you do the same stuff, they're not going to just put you in jail. They might just kill you. I mean, these countries, what they do to you when you start playing with them is you just come up disappearing, right? I told a guy in Ecuador, he's like always writing letters to the U.S. government. His wife was literally in jail while I was talking to him. He married an Ecuadorian woman or something. And I said, you're going to come up missing, guy. You can't complain about these countries. Like, it's freedom of speech in America. He sent all these letters, really, really intelligent guy, but he didn't understand there's a limit. In America, you can get away with murder. You can complain all day about it, and you're not going to get thrown in jail. But you do this in another country, boom, they're going to put you in, you're going to disappear. And nobody ever's going to know about it because you disappeared. You got one into the black hole of travel, right? You just stepped off the grid completely and off the world. And this is where you don't realize it's not that honest outside the other countries, and if you start playing with them, they will kill you. Okay, I could talk all day. I could easily, if a person was honest with me, probably explain to them how to go completely off the grid, the techno grid or the legal grid or the FBI or the CIA or anything like that. In all the ways, because every time I go through a border, I think about it, and I don't know. I got in a lot of trouble. I filed bankruptcy about 30 years ago or something like that, And then I had trouble with the IRS. I said in the IRS office, and this girl says, "You're paying money because you are hiding money." I said, "I'm not hiding money. I have when I get stopped to this day, when I get stopped in the car, if I get stopped in the car, I don't know if I'm going to go to the police station and have to sit around until the policeman figures out that it was 30 years ago, because it's still on the records, right? It still sits there. My drunk driving's from 27 years ago. I've been sober for 27 years, and trust me, it's just never ends. And there's never been a guy more that's a little paranoid about the legal. If there's one thing I'm sure the legal system does, is they lie to me. They lie to the people on house arrest, the people on things. Every one of them lied to me. They would tell me anything to better their cause. I mean, to get me to try to. If they thought that lying to me, they would be your best friend, lie, to try to bleed you for information. I don't trust any of them, but at least in America, they're not going to kill me. Okay, and they really don't want to throw me in jail. They just, when you push them too far, you push too far, right? And I pushed them too far on the thing, and I deserved exactly what I got. But I paid my price, and I'm not going to apologize. I paid my dues. I paid what I paid. I just don't care anymore. You can't make me feel guilty for something from 27 years ago that I paid for. And in a way, people want to not pay for their guilt. I mean, but if you really want to talk about it, call me up, pay $135, and we'll talk about it, and we can figure out a way to talk that you can feel that you're not being tapped by the thing. You can call a pay phone. I don't care what you do, but you're gonna have to send me money, because I don't really want to listen to you unless you pay me money, because you guys are up to no good. But I want some of you guys. I would much rather have you in Mexico. Okay.
We can pack up tomorrow. Tonight, let's flip a coin.